Hi everybody, Heather here. Worthy Thursday, and I had some thoughts that I wanted to share. I'm at the beach down the street from the house. It's Capo Beach Park, which I think just reopened. You can probably see in the back there, it says I can't rotate my phone, but I wanted to chat with you about the idea of a life coach, right? Like, what does that even mean? Um, what's the stereotypes around a life coach? Um, what qualifies a person to be a life coach? Who needs a life coach? And what exactly do they do, right? I think there's this whole mystery around the idea of a life coach. In fact, it's so mysterious that I think some life coaches don't even realize it. So I figured that we would sit here and chat for a minute about what I believe the idea, the stereotypes, perceptions of a life coach, and I wanted to clarify and clear up some of those things. So, I'm a life coach. What does that mean exactly? I specifically work, you would call me a mindset coach, probably, because I specifically work on changing your mindset so that you can accomplish the things and desires that you want in your life. And the coaching that I do is revolved around worthiness. So let's talk about the stereotypes. Life coach, I think, has been around a long time, but is becoming more apparent, I think, now and qualified in regards to careers. I see a lot of friends and a lot of people I know that are pursuing this type of career, and at the core of it, a life coach's desire and heart is to help people. And usually it's because the coach has been through something themselves. And in that process, they've learned, right? They've learned, they had a life coach that helped them reach another level, and they've had an awakening or an aha, or they just have a desire to help others. And I think that's the thing to remember, that when somebody is or explaining or telling you that they're a life coach, that to remember that a life coach is, all they want to do is help you. They want to help you in a certain area of your life. So life coaches work in all areas of your life, right? It's life. There's lots of areas in your life. And so let's just use the example of athletes for a minute, right? And even the most successful people in the world, right? So athletes, especially professional celebrity athletes, have a myriad of different coaches, right? They don't just have the coach that's on the court. They have coaches that are helping them with their mindset. They have coaches that are helping them with their health. They have coaches that are helping them maybe with their kids and their family life. They have coaches that are helping them with their finances, right? Their money. And so one professional athlete or one celebrity may have 5 coaches in all areas of life. And they would be the first ones to say that those coaches help them stay grounded, help them reach the next level, right? Help them accomplish things that they never thought they could accomplish. So they use different coaches for everything, but it's not just the coach you see on the court or on the field that is the only coach in their life. Even the celebrities have multiple coaches, right? So let's think of acting, right? When you think of celebrity, you immediately think of actors and actresses. So they also have coaches, right? They have an acting coach. They may have a mindset coach. They may have a personal trainer, right? So a personal trainer is a coach, right? It's a coach to help your body. CEOs, people of large companies, all have coaches. So the idea of, and sometimes the stereotype around a life coach is that it's for somebody that really needs help in their life. That is, let's just plainly say, fucked up, right? Just are screwed up and don't know, can't get their shit together, whatever. Those are the only people that need a life coach, which is so wrong. I just proved that point by telling you that the most successful people have a myriad of different coaches. So let's move on to the next part, right? So what qualifies a person to be a coach? It depends on the coach, right? There's different types of coaches. That there's an international federation of coaches, right? Coaching federation that has a program that you can go to and get you certified, right? There's coaches that have never been certified and are the most successful coaches in the world. Coaching is about knowing your specific skill set and then helping other people with that specific skill set, right? And so you can get certified in all different types of coaching programs, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the only way you can be qualified as a coach, right? I'm the oldest of 11 children. I have 5 children of my own. So some would say that life experience has helped me to coach other moms, right? Coach other families. So I've also been in fundraising for 20 plus years. So I could be a fundraising coach, right? Work with nonprofit managers and fundraisers and coach them through the process of fundraising. So you see, what qualifies you as a coach is not only a certification or a piece of paper, but also your life experience, right? Your gifts and talents. So when looking for a coach, make sure that it's a coach that lines up with who you are and what you want to accomplish, right? So specifically for me, my coaching is mindset coaching. It's around self-worth, right? Around worthiness, which I believe is the foundation of everything. I believe that you're living the life that you believe you deserve. That was me, right? And until you can change your belief, your thoughts, you can't get past certain things in life, certain mindsets that you've had over and over and over again, or maybe experiences that caused a mindset that keeps on repeating itself. So there's mindset coaches, there's health coaches. Anyway, so most coaches have a specific niche. Now let's talk about who needs coaching, right? Obviously, the answer is everyone, right? Every single person would benefit from having a coach, right? If you, let's say you are in the process, okay, it's COVID, right? Let's say that, let's say that you just lost your job and you're looking for a transition in life and you don't want to go back to the old career that you had. Maybe you want to try something new now. Maybe you'd like to explore a career in music, or maybe you'd like to explore a career in social work, right? What a great time to get a coach and maybe look for a coach that is in that area, right? Maybe a job coach or a HR coach or a transition coach. So just one example of when right, you could hire a coach is basically when you want to level up, when you want to take your life to the next level. And let's see, what else? So far we've talked about like who needs a coach, what is a coach, what qualifies a coach, right? And then what do coaches do? I guess that's the last part. What do we do, right? And what do we get paid for? Well, most coaches, like I said, have their own special programs, or there is lots of programs that have been shared and been successfully put in and implemented with clients. And so some coaches use those strategies and those programs. Some coaches come up with their own program, and maybe it's based on their own experience, their life skills. Maybe they were a personal trainer and they learned a certain strategy or something that helped them. So maybe that's the program they use. But most coaches will first sit down and find out what it is that you want to be coached on, right? And they will ask you what your specific goals are. Maybe you don't even have any goals. Maybe you're like trying to figure shit out. Maybe you don't even know what your passion is, right? You've been working the same job for 20 years and like you just feel like you're not getting anywhere in life, and but you really are passionate about something, but you don't know where to start. So that's what a coach does, is they help guide you through the next step in your life in this process. They help guide you through that process, and they give you tools. They meet with you. They take notes on your life. They check in with you. They are, this is my best definition of a coach, they are your number one fan, right? They don't have any bias. They're not your relative. They're not your boyfriend. They're not your girlfriend. They're not your wife. They're not your husband. They're not your grandparents. They're not your mom. You're not your dad. They're not your aunt, your uncle. They're not your colleague, your boss. They are your number one fan. And their only priority, the only thing they want to do is help you be successful, right? That is their goal, is to help you, right? It's to help you reach that next level. That's what they want to do, and they have no bias towards that. They're your number one fan. There's no other reason besides the reason you hired them to be your number one fan. That's it. And so that's what a coach does. They walk you through the next step in your journey. They help give you tools so that you can, change your habits, your mindset. They check in with you on a usually consistent basis, whether it's every week, whether it's every month. And most importantly, this is something that a lot of people don't get in life, right? Most importantly, a coach listens to you, right? They know how to listen. And they listen to your wants, your desires, your dreams, all the things that you're passionate about. And they love on you, right? They listen when nobody else is. I would say that's the number one gift of a coach, is they listen. And not only do they listen, they follow up. And good coaches also hold you accountable, right? If you say you're going to do something, they hold you accountable to doing that. Who else in the world is going to do that for you, right? Well, I mean, you have parents, you have siblings and all, you have children, and there's things that, maybe they hold you accountable for, but who else is going to hold you accountable to all the goals and the desires and the dreams that you put before you? Your coaches. So I'm glad we had this little chat. I think you will have a better understanding of what a life coach is, right? And the mystery around a life coach, how coaches play a part in different parts of your life, And I guess the next step is, like, where do you start with finding out who is the best life coach for you? Well, that's easy. I mean, you got this thing right here, right? Your phone. You can Google it. You can talk to a coach and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Hit me up. I can help you. I mean, I have a myriad of friends now and groups that are coaches in all different areas of life, which is amazing. And they're from all over the world. In fact, the coach that I'm hiring this week is in Australia. That's another thing. If you have a coach and they don't have a coach, a little suspicious, right? Because how are they leveling up in their life? I think every coach's job is to have a coach too, right? Someone that's holding them accountable and helping them level up, right? So I hope that you have a better idea of what a life coach is, what they do, right? Who needs them? Everyone. Who makes the best use of them, right? That's why successful people are successful, because they've had a coach in their life, right? Someone that's listened, someone that's held them accountable, someone that's helped them walk through that next step, and someone that's helped change their mindset. Someone that showed up for them every day, every week, every month, right? So, I guess I shouldn't leave out the fact that, what I do as a coach, that would be important. So my coaching is on self-worth, and I wrote a book that's coming out here in 2021 called The Worthiness Formula, which I have been working, if you know anything about me, on for 7 years. A lot of research, interviewing over 100 people, right, into understanding what it means to be worthy and where that comes from, and how do you get back to believing that about yourself again, right? It's identifying your core values. It's becoming a confident decision maker. This is what the Worthiness Formula does for you. It helps to focus you on a goal in your life and then help change the mindset around that. If there's a block or there's a challenge, let's start with your self-worth, because it's really about what you believe about yourself, and especially in that area. So that's the kind of coach that I am. It's around self-worth. So if that's something that you need, or somebody that might need, and to say again, the stereotype around self-worth, like if you feel that you're not worthy, you feel less than, or that's not you, well, I can guarantee you at some point in your life you didn't feel good enough. Whether it was a job, a relationship, a friendship, right? A promotion, I can guarantee that there's some point in your life where you didn't feel good enough. And that's the definition of being worthy, good enough. So if that's what kind of coach you're looking for, that's me. I'm a self-worth coach and a coach on the Worthiness Formula. But today I just wanted to demystify, debunk what's going on and what's this idea, mysticism around life coach. So have a fabulous Worthy Thursday. I'm glad that I was able to sit with you, join with you, and share this video. If you know anyone, or even you, might not understand what a coach is, might be looking for a coach, this video is for you. So stay worthy, my friends. Mwah.